welcome to the Men of Doozy Podcast.
Why did you switch to the NPR
You're
voice?
probably thinking, what the?
What the hell?
Probably thinking,
is
why the
going
word
on?
doozy? What does it even mean? Well, the word doozy, right, means something that is extraordinary or outstanding of its kind, and we.
I'm gonna execute a decision that we start over. I couldn't understand how things.
And
we're gonna do it again.
We are not that, but we're not starting over. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. And we are not that, but we want to be, right, guys?
We
We're
do,
really
dude.
trying.
And this is the
100%.
podcast where I give you all the tools you need to become successful in life. And the best part is, I am going to learn how to be successful myself. I also teach you how to be successful yourself. And then we learn how to be successful ourselves together. Bang! Okay? I'm your host, Alex Staub. And today, I have the pleasure of being with my fucking favorite co-host. I mean, we've been together for 2 episodes now.
2 episodes.
It's been a day.
And it's been very fulfilling.
I agree.
It is. Please.
Filling my tummy with booze.
That's
what it's been.
whoa. Allow me to introduce Matt Lick my la 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 and Andrew.
I couldn't write out how you said that if you put a gun to my face. You're like, la. There was mostly vowels.
Today's episode, we are going to talk about how to fly an airplane.
And
Yeah, baby.
as inspiration, we all felt like we needed to incorporate some Denzel Washington.
Yes.
Because the movie Flight's really impactful to us, and he's a
He does
pilot.
fly a plane.
There's a movie called Flight with Denzel Washington
what's
where
the-
he is drunk.
What's the He's drunk.
He's drunk.
He's
that's
drunk.
That's the Shyamalan twist.
So what did
I'm drunk now.
I'm
And
drunk
in the
now.
end, he's like,
I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk now.
October 11th, October 12th, 13th, 14th,
November
16th.
16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th,
drunk now.
21st,
I'm drunk now.
22nd, I'm drunk.
Sir,
Okay.
it's April.
Look, we dipped into a little tequila to celebrate.
I'm drunk
because
right now.
This has been a blast. You guys are amazing, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to learn how to fly an airplane.
Yeah.
Just like Denzel Washington in the movie Flight.
Upside down, all right? Today's episode is also sponsored by BotticelliFoods.com. Okay, use the promo code Doozy, DOOZY, at checkout for 10% off, okay? If you drink enough vodka sauce, you might get drunk.
I'm Botticelli now.
Tongue thing is insane.
I'm Botticelli now.
Botticelli now.
Have you ever been in a cockpit?
I have.
Go on.
So I've been in 2 cockpits. One when I was a kid when they used to let you fly in the cockpit before 9/11 and you got those gold wings. So I did that when I was
And
going.
another was a massage parlor on the Upper West
There
Side.
we go. And the other one
Cockpit. Is that where you're going?
nailed it. And the other one was actually one of my parents' friends has his flying license, and I got to fly in his prop plane.
Whoa.
Prop plane, like it wasn't a real plane.
No, that's just the word for planes that are small. Prop planes.
Small fake planes.
Fake.
Okay.
Fake
No,
planes. You're
no,
not actually
no,
flying.
no.
It's
Wait,
a prop
wait,
plane.
wait. It's not a prop like, oh, look at my prop. It's a prop like a prop plane, you fucking
They would have called it something else. I
How
know
big,
the
how
English
big is
language.
it? Yeah.
Probably like 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
Sounds like a prop to me.
Sounds like a prop.
Prop.
to me.
Probably
Yeah.
a prop.
Prop.
Probably
Like
a prop.
not a real plane.
Probably probably.
Did it ever
a
go
prop.
off the ground? He just brought you into his
No,
prop
yes,
plane?
we took off. And
Did he like
flew
put
around.
it together with glue or?
Yeah, glue.
It was Roblox, but like that's fine. It was fine. How much?
A lot of buttons. A lot of buttons in that cockpit. I don't understand. I don't feel like
He
they
likes
need that
buttons, this one. No one knows how to fly a plane.
Absolutely
No,
not.
definitely
no,
not.
for sure.
Definitely
no.
not.
No, but we're going to learn how,
Right.
okay?
Right now.
What?
Right
Yes.
now, these are the top 13 tips on how to fly an airplane. This is a big one. All right, you paying attention?
Yes.
Perform an inspection of the aircraft before getting in. Duh.
Of course.
Before taking off, it's important to perform a walk-around examination called a pre-flight. This is a visual inspection of the aircraft to verify that the airplane components are in good working order, okay? Your instructor should provide you with a highly useful operating checklist for the specific plane, and this checklist will tell you exactly what to do in each phase of the flight, even pre-flight, the basics of a pre-flight. The basics, all right?
What do you do when you walk around it?
Yeah, but
Just
also
like,
I want to.
You go, huh?
you just like kick the wheel. You're like, yeah, she's fine. She feels good.
But also,
She's just fine.
She's got. I mean, that tire's good.
hold on. We're gonna buy. We're
That's a
we're,
good
we're just
time.
running over this thing where it says your instructor.
Who's that?
Are there any real pilots, or does
That's
everyone
more
have
like
an
a
instructor?
metaphor.
I think
A me-
that's the
that doesn't
opposite of
sound like a metaphor.
It
That
like a
sounds
literal
like your
person.
instructor. Maybe me.
That's a metaphor.
Okay.
The metaphorical instructor that we
metaphor-
have
Your
when we fly a plane.
instructor, your consciousness,
Got
right?
it, got it,
your,
got it.
You need a self check too. That's
Oh shit.
you are self checking the plane while you checking the plane. It's
Holy
math.
shit.
All right.
It's like, where did you learn? My metaphorical instructor.
But here's the thing.
I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk now. Okay. Visually check your fuel tanks and oil. Don't virtually. To check the fuel level, you'll need a clean fuel measuring rod. All right, we all got one of those laying around.
We've all done a
We've all
dipstick.
done one of those. To check oil, there's a dipstick in the engine compartment.
Yeah, pretty suggestive to be a
Dipstick.
pilot.
A little
I think.
suggestive,
right?
yeah.
Do you think all pilots are horny? Just
Yes.
First of all, where's the instructor? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's metaphorical for
He's
sure.
metaphorical for
Exactly.
sure.
So once your dipsticks in the engine, all right, check for fuel contaminants. This is
Nice.
big. This is big.
Okay.
This is done by draining a small amount of fuel into a special glass container tool. We all got one of those. And looking for water or dirt in the fuel. Your instructor will show you how.
So it's like a plain urine sample. pretty
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's yeah.
much. Really? Yeah.
All of these are personal. It's not even about the plane.
It's
okay? No. The instructor will check your urine. Okay?
Okay.
Your plane's urine.
Your plane's
The
urine.
plane's urine. You gotta check if there's any kind of
There's
dirt
sediment in
or-
there,
Yeah,
you know.
That's not good.
What does that mean if that happens? We don't need to talk about it.
Drug
am
test.
distracted.
Fill out a weight and balance sheet. We gotta know how fat that plane is. You don't want to push that old girl too hard.
No, you don't.
You have waited all day.
Your
to say
instructor
that.
will show you how. Who is he? Where's this goddamn instructor?
I'm seriously confused by the fact they're just like, who's instructing this? Are we talking about seasoned pilots?
It's easy. It's simple. Look, and then after that, after you fat shamed your plane,
After you've drained its
after
fluids.
you removed the fluids and fat shamed your plane,
Now what?
look for nicks, dings, and any other emotional damage.
Yeah, you don't want damaged goods from a plane.
You don't want no damaged goods.
No.
Yeah, body damage. Look, these small imperfections might inhibit your aircraft's flying ability, all right? Especially if the prop is compromised.
Oh my God! Wait, what did I say? Prop plane? And you guys, that's a made-up word. What does it say right there, dude?
That's a technical term for a plane.
Technical.
I
a technical
am
term.
going to
Technical,
fight
technical.
Right, prop
everything.
plane.
Technical.
Right? Prop plane.
Prop plane.
Go ahead.
Tech- It's technical. Look, check emergency supplies, all right? Because if you're running low on booze,
You're fucked, dude. You're done.
That didn't happen in the movie.
We're back.
the deleted scene.
We gotta have the booze.
Although it is not pleasant to think about, prepare for the worst. We're gonna crash.
Always, dog.
Always.
100%
Always.
always.
It's not pleasant, but I'm thinking
Gotta
about
prepare.
dying.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm about to be dead.
There is always the possibility of something going horribly wrong and you die in a fire.
God damn it.
Okay, that last bit was for Jose. Jose, cut that out. Make sure there's a supply of food, water, first aid items, right? Also ensure that you have an operating radio, flashlight, and batteries. A weapon may be needed along with standard repair parts. Where are you?
Yeah. That's where I thought. That's where I thought we were getting to. See,
Where are you crashing?
No.
Are there cartel members?
Hold on. Here's
Just in case you're in a lost situation.
Wait, everyone. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Tell me
hold on.
what the benefit of the
So a
doubt
few
is.
things is one, you may need
Make
that
sure
weapon.
Your weapons are.
Exactly. The weapons may be super important. Two, I now understand why every Delta flight is delayed. There are so many things
They're
to check.
checking weapons.
They're checking their weapons.
I mean, when you're checking every bullet in the chamber,
You know,
that
it's
time
gonna
adds
slow
up.
you down.
Correct.
Dude.
I mean,
It's
you
gonna
could land
slow
on
you
an
down.
island riddled with bears.
And you need those bullets
And you need those bullets.
to take those bears down.
Yeah.
Pistol
100.
bullets are you can need at least 18
a
to
couple
bring that bear down.
machetes.
You're
Like
gonna need.
you need to get cooking.
We've all seen Lost.
We've all seen Lost. I mean, you got to bring that bear down.
Yeah, you want
And
to know why that was so hard? Where were the weapons?
Also,
That's what I'm saying. They didn't check for weapons.
They didn't check for weapons.
I also love the idea that I know my brain is going to handgun, but I love thinking they're checking weapons and they're like,
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
They've got like salt rounds as well as like
in like a little prop plane, just in case
Yes.
we go down.
yeah.
We're going. Off.
The technical term for fake plane. Yeah.
It's
All right.
It's technical. It's technical. Let's move on.
Tip number 12.
Ooh,
Familiarize yourself with the flight instruments. On most
guitars,
banjos.
full stack,
course.
half stack, it's not just
drum set. It's you're not flying the plane normally.
Yeah, you're not flying the plane as much as you're kind of guiding the plane to feel the rhythm,
Right.
feel the rhyme.
It's a saxophone thing.
You ever see those things where people are playing video games
And they
but
use-
they're
yeah,
using
yep.
like garage
Absolutely,
band
yeah,
stuff?
that's planes.
Planes are that.
That's
I think
planes.
planes are that.
Specifically, Spirit Airlines, sponsored by Spirit
Airlines. When they land, they're doing Through the Fire and the Flames. on the guitar. They're like- Yeah, they're
Nailed it, that's it.
they're crushing it. So make sure your instruments.
The weapons on Spirit Airlines, though. You look like you got cotton mouth with the.
I do.
He does.
I'm drunk now.
You look like Jim Carrey in Me, Myself, and Irene when he's when he's got.
On most aircraft,
I'm drunk
there are 6 primary flight instruments located along 2 horizontal rows.
Oh yeah, tell me about them.
These indicators are often referred to as the 6-pack, and show, among other things, altitude, attitude,
Bam.
nice,
Orientation.
orientation of the aircraft relative to Earth's horizon.
Which is the definition of attitude.
Yeah.
Of attitude, is that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
You've
But in this
got-
case,
you got your shotgun and machete and your 6-pack. We're gonna
bring
be
some
just
attitude.
Fine.
But as far as the attitude goes, in this case for us, it's more of a Stone Cold Steve Austin era attitude. We got your compass heading,
Yep.
speed, both forward, up, or down,
Yep.
which is the rate of climb.
We know this.
Yeah. I love that you got the
basics.
fucking like a plane has a fucking 6-pack.
Yeah.
So no matter what, a pilot would be like, won't be lying, be like, I got a fucking 6-pack, brother.
Yes.
I got a fucking 6-pack.
Yep.
Be like, I got a 6-pack right here. I'm drunk right now.
That's right.
And I got a 6-pack right here. Yeah, they're ready to go.
I'm drunk now.
Yeah, they can legally say they have a 6-pack wherever they go.
Yes.
Which
As long as they're
Legally.
flying a plane.
Technically.
Technically, legally, spiritually.
Technically, legally,
Spirit.
spiritually,
Spiritually airlines.
inebritably,
Spirit Airlines.
inhibitably,
What in the wide world of sports are you trying to say right now?
inebritably, inebriationally,
Spell that, I dare you.
I
Okay.
N.
Top left, the airspeed indicator shows airspeed okay. Top left, the airspeed
Slow down
indicator
there, bud.
shows aircraft airspeed, usually in knots. A knot is 1 nautical mile per hour, about 1.15 miles per hour. Huh. I didn't know that.
When
That is cool. I actually
that's
did not
why
know.
we do it.
I did not know what a knot was.
Why? That seems so.
See, you learn something every day on this podcast.
I prefer my knots in garlic. Top center, the artificial horizon. The artificial horizon shows the aircraft attitude, brother. That is whether the plane is climbing or descending, and how it is banking, left or to the right. Then you got the top right, the altitude. The altimeter shows the height or the altitude of the aircraft in feet.
Yep.
Feet above mean or average in the sea level. And then you got your lower left, the turn and bank indicator is a dual instrument which tells how fast you are changing the compass heading, rate of turn, and also whether or not in coordinated flight. This is also called the turn and slip indicator or needle ball. So you got turn and slip indicator, but that's not similar. I feel like
Look, when you're slipping on the needle ball, there's always an indicator.
there's always an indicator, but it does feel like there are two people wrote the same book and then they
Yes.
just smashed it together.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
this is
Yeah.
called the Dutch oven or the window waxer. Like
And
it's
both
like
of them are technical.
And both
They're
of them are correct. Both of them are correct.
yeah. Everyone's like, which one? They're both.
They're both right.
They
I don't
are
know what to
technical.
tell you.
They're technical.
correct. Yep.
Technically
It's wild.
correct, yes.
It's crazy.
Lower center, you got the heading indicator,
Okay.
which shows your aircraft the current compass heading. So the instrument should be calibrated usually every 15 minutes.
That is a wild amount of calibration.
It
but keep
is,
going.
especially if you're over like going international.
Yeah, dude, if you're doing 15-hour flights, that's crazy.
To calibrate, adjust the instrument to agree with the compass. This is done on the ground or, if in flight, only in straight and level flight.
Okay.
Which confused me because when you're ascending, you can't be in straight and level flight.
Right.
So
true.
you can't do that every 15
No,
minutes.
no.
It's like an hour in or 2 hours in, depending on the flight, right?
You can
Yeah.
ascend in a straight line.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh, I guess that's true. So you can do it then?
Yeah.
I guess you'd do it then, and then you would worry
Yeah.
about like when you're banking. or whatever.
learning.
Because you could also ascend like this. You could ascend like this.
And then you're upside down.
How many more hand things do you want to do right
Keep-
now?
you-
Because I'm,
you
cute- 'cause I'm,
like,
I'm into it.
Do three more.
you could ascend like this.
Okay, two more.
Okay.
Two more.
You could ascend like this.
That's good.
Okay.
Bring it home. Bring it home.
You could ascend like
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Wow,
That's
you really
heavenly.
suck.
That's good. That's
Come
good.
on.
That's
That was good.
That's
That was
good.
good.
That's good.
Come on.
I-
I'm drunk now.
I do believe you could have done probably 400 more of those, and I
Yeah.
don't want to find them out.
And each one of them would have been technical.
Technical, spiritual.
Technically. Yeah.
On the lower,
Spiritual.
on the where was I? On the lower right is the vertical speed indicator,
Ooh.
which tells us how fast you are climbing or descending in feet per minute. 0 means that you are maintaining altitude and are neither climbing nor descending.
We like 0.
That's pretty interesting. Like I feel like not that I knew those things, but like that all makes sense, and also I'm learning.
Right?
Every once in a while,
What a
we
doozy.
get, we get one of these. We get one of these.
That's
tips.
technical. That's a technical.
That's a spiritual.
Yeah.
We get one of these tips, and I'm like, wow, that makes so much sense, and it's what I thought the answer would be. But I'm glad that I now know it is
but
officially
now you know
the answer.
Welcome to the podcast, boys. This is what we do.
Tip number 11:
Ooh.
get permission to take off.
That's a
Always do that.
Always get
Always
permission.
permission to take anything
That's
off.
important.
Ever.
Even
if you're going to take anything
like,
away from this podcast, just get permission to take off.
even if you're in a prop plane in your uncle's backyard, right?
You got to get permission to
Gotta
take
get
off.
permission still.
hey, Uncle Steve, gonna take off?
Just get in, and we'll both take off.
If you are at a controlled airport, you must contact ground control before taxiing. They will give you further information, as well as a transponder code, commonly called a squawk code.
It's very common.
Very common.
Very
Common.
common.
I've heard that.
Common thing.
Very
Be
common.
sure to write that down, as this information must be repeated to ground control before you are given clearance to take off.
Now you need a pen and pencil
Yeah, you.
to while you're flying.
Which I'm sorry we didn't preface
you're
that,
like-
but there
you're
are
like,
going to be.
Hold on.
Listen,
on.
pen
Hold
and,
on.
pen and pad not
Squawk
included
code?
is what I'm
Squawk
saying. Yeah,
code?
squawk code.
Once tower, can I take off? Hello?
Do you have our squawk code?
One.
Do you have it? You don't. Once given clearance, proceed to the runway as directed by ground control.
Especially being the co-pilot, being like, all of these guys are drunk. They're all drunk.
Squawk code. You're clear to take off.
You're clear.
That was
They're gonna be
that
clear
was
to
spot
take
on.
off.
God
You're
bless you.
gonna
That
be
was
clear to
great.
take off. God bless America.
That was perfect.
Once given clearance,
squawk code.
Once given clearance,
Squawk code.
proceed to
It's a squawk code.
Common. It's common.
Once given clearance, please relax. Once given clearance, proceed to the runway as directed by ground control.
Right.
Making sure to never cross any runway
Yep.
unless you are cleared to do so by the squawk code.
I think it's wild that planes just at one point are just giant fucking cars.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is
Yes.
crazy. Because you see one go by, you're like, whoa, we were like 20 feet from
Yeah.
running into that
These
fucker.
things weigh thousands of pounds,
Yeah.
and they just fly.
They just vibe. They're just vibing in
And
the
you
air.
still have
like
to
that.
pay for water. Spirit Airlines, everyone. Shout out Spirit Airlines sponsoring this podcast tonight. Spirit Airlines.
Spirit.
Spirit Airlines.
I was on a Spirit
Go
airline.
to spiritairlines.com and type in
Bagok Doozy. That was loud.
for 10% off your bag of peanuts. It's technical.
It's spiritual.
It's spiritual.
It's Spirit.
I was on a Spirit Airlines flight, and
How'd that go?
and someone, the flight attendant said, if you have a medical emergency, and you need a doctor, and I kid you not, they said if you need a doctor, you're out of luck because they're not flying Spirit. I was like, Jesus fucking
And just
Christ,
then you had a heart attack.
I was like, I had a stroke.
I was on a Spirit airline one time, and the pilot came over the intercom, and he's like, crash.
Really?
Your loved ones.
Nuh-uh.
I'm drunk now. Yeah,
I'm drunk now.
that's what he said. It was Denzel Washington.
And he was making the movie Flight. Wow, what a beautiful
Spirit
wow.
Airlines, everyone.
Spirit Airlines.
I was on a Spirit Airlines flight, and the pilot just was like,
Just opened.
Why?
it was good. I was like, I appreciated it.
What did you appreciate?
Alex, next tip.
The next tip is tip number 10, everyone. Perform an aircraft run-up procedure. This is common, very common. Everyone knows. Before you reach the runway, stop. What's that sound? At the runway area. Look, you'll have to perform an engine run-up procedure here. This helps ensure that your aircraft is ready to fly safely. Ask your instructor to show you this procedure.
I did
Where are you?
I
Where
did
are
not.
you?
I did not
Where
think
are
you
you?
were gonna read that because there's no helpful tip. It just says, just ask
ask.
your fucking instructor.
ask.
If you don't know what you're doing,
You should probably ask your instructor.
You gotta just ask them.
That's it. If you don't know who your instructor is,
You should just ask.
run with it.
Tip number 9: start the takeoff run.
That's right.
Push the fuel mixture knob completely in and advance the throttle slowly.
Jesus Christ! If you do it fast,
That's what I always say.
if you do it fast,
What would happen? You'd probably stall. Yeah.
probably not great.
Yeah. This will increase the engine RPMs, revolutions per minute, generating thrust, and the airplane will start to move. Note, though, that the plane will want to go left when you do this, so add proper rudder to stay on the runway center line. That doesn't sound safe, and how haven't we fixed that?
I know, interesting
It
that-
always curves left, though.
Yeah,
am I
yeah.
right?
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
Well,
Interesting that
Telling,
they
telling.
know something is wrong and they don't fix it. That's what I'm just saying.
Just so
Spirit
you know, this is
Airlines,
fucked up.
everyone.
Just so you know, this is wrong, and it's going to stay that
That
way.
seems
right?
like the things that I would do at any
It's gonna
day
go
job when they were like,
left, yeah.
oh yeah, that's gonna be broken, but you're just gonna work around.
I feel like
that,
a
so.
shitty mechanic in like
Yeah.
nowhere, Florida would be like, yeah, your alignment's off. You should probably get that fixed. Spirit."
Yeah, some guy Jeff like, oh yeah,
type in
yeah.
the Bagok
Oh
code,
yeah,
you'll be
Jeff,
fine.
oh yeah.
Man.
Engines are gonna want to do that. Yeah, they're gonna pull you to the left, and you just gotta let it happen. Like that's really it.
If there is a crosswind, sorry, did you want to say something?
No.
If there's a crosswind, you will need to turn the yoke carefully into the wind. As you pick up speed, slowly decrease this correction. You'll need to control the yaw twisting on a vertical axis with the rudder pedals. If the plane starts doing I'm not reading this wrong. If the plane starts doing twisting, use the foot pedals to control. There are feet involved.
Now let me say, This plane is going to go left and it's going to twist.
It's
all right?
It's gonna.
But if you grab the yoke, right, is everything based off of a chicken?
I mean, Magog, am I right?
I mean,
Also, it's more and more I'm reading this. It sounds like you have to be drunk to fly a plane.
There
it's
are
more
a lot
like
of
the plane
steps
is
for
drunk,
sure. Yeah,
and you
yeah,
need
yeah.
to try to control
Yes.
it.
So the plane is like,
I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk now. Yeah, I'm
Grab my yoke.
grab my yoke. I'm twisting and going
Yoke.
left.
I'm twisting to the left.
I'm going to the left.
That's right.
You step on me.
It's easy. This is easy.
It does sound like flying a plane. We were joking about instruments, but it sounds like it kind of is a drum set that you're like.
Yeah, you are hitting a lot.
Move into your
There we go.
You are hitting a lot of
You're,
stuff.
you're doing your legs.
Hitting a lot
you
of
got
stuff.
feet shit happening. That's
I
what
did.
didn't
They did
know.
say feature right here.
That plane would not make it off.
No.
I'm killing everybody.
No. Tip number 8, get up to speed. In order to take off into the air, the plane needs to achieve a certain speed to create enough lift. The throttle should be full in most aircrafts, though some will have a maximum setting to reduce over torquing.
Twerking.
You will
When the plane is over twerking,
over-twerking. It truly
you want
is.
a little twerk. Okay?
You do want a little bit, but not too much.
Schlabba.
You
WAP Airlines.
the sponsor for today's episode.
I would fly. I would fly that airline.
You will gradually build enough airspeed to become airborne, usually around 60 knots for small planes. The airspeed indicator will tell you when you have reached this speed. Funnily enough, 88 gigawatts will get you back to the future. When the
I
plane
like
gets
it.
enough lift,
I like
you'll
it.
notice the nose lifting off,
Yep.
the ground a little bit. Pull gently back on the flight control.
normal.
Being sure to maintain the proper climb rate for the particular aircraft, which your instructor would, of course, tell you which particular aircraft you're in, for sure.
I've always wondered, they're going fast as fuck, but if they don't reach the speed, like what happens? It's all a gamble.
I've been on that plane.
Tell me everything.
It straight up, they were just like,
Hey, hello, passenger. We didn't get the top flight we needed. We're just going to go ahead and just taxi again. The plane just stopped.
then we taxied.
Did they have enough runway to do that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they just stopped, went around.
How do you even? Did they not press it hard enough?
Apparently, something like that. Maybe there was wind or something.
Always press it hard enough.
And that's the
Next
Matt McLaughlin
That's the
guarantee.
rule.
Why are you sliding down? You're gone.
I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk now. WAP Airlines, everyone. This is your flight captain, Matt McLaughlin. Magugug. Magwak. Magagag.
I'm about to squeak this joke. Sorry.
Oh. Because there's only so. How long is a runway?
I have no idea. Do you know how long a runway
Runway's
is?
gotta be like a mile, dude. At least.
Gotta be.
Don't worry,
It's gotta be like a
everyone. I'm
mile,
going to tell you
'cause
right now.
Top speed is like 300 fucking. It goes fast. And
yeah.
then what? And then they're like, oh, fuck, we're not going to do it. And then they got to like pump the brakes.
I would guess. My guess is 1.5 miles.
That is.
Go.
Yeah, it's more than a mile. It's roughly about 1.5 miles to more than 2 miles. Yes. What a beautiful moment.
Yeah. Number 7, everyone.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Line up the artificial horizon or attitude indicator.
My initial thought when I read that was like a meter on the plane that had Stone Cold Steve Austin's face on it.
Okay.
And just
Okay.
like him flying the plane, like smashing beers and like going out into the plane and just stunning everyone.
Absolutely.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
I would
Spirit Airlines to me.
I would ride that.
And like
I would fly that plane.
and like
Yeah.
the people in the back be like, "My God! Oh my God! My God!
I would ride that plane.
Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin
As my
Airlines.
pilot?
Airlines.
Hell yeah.
But everyone around you is chickens? All right, great.
Yeah, this sounds great.
Look,
Stone Cold Steve Austin, the chicken.
the artificial horizon or attitude indicator, right? This will keep the plane level. If you fall below the artificial horizon, pull back quick to raise the nose of the airplane, lifting it again. Be gentle.
Be gentle.
It doesn't need much. This airplane needs you to control it, but not in a way where like you are being too controlling.
No. You need to give it space.
Sounds
No.
like someone I know.
This is first of all, it sounds like you have a really healthy relationship with this plane.
I think this plane thinks it has a healthy relationship.
I think
it's not really working out.
you're in a toxic relationship with this plane.
You should
okay?
probably talk to the instructor about that.
The best way to
plane's
keep, which is
twerking.
him, the best way to keep the plane at the right altitude is making sure you constantly scan the attitude indicator with the altimeter, all right? As well as the rest of the six-pack.
Yeah.
Get in the habit of scanning so that you don't fixate on any single instrument for an extended time. All right, so you got your instruments. The plane's giving you attitude. You're trying to get it in check. You got to pull on it, but not too hard. So there's a lot What I feel like I would, as a pilot, I would take advantage of the autopilot feature as much as possible.
Okay. We haven't even talked about that. How do you know that's a feature?
Because I would create that. I would.
It's probably a good idea, and you probably just invent
Straight
it,
up, yeah. Probably.
All right, well, let's keep going.
Tip number 6. Bank or turn the plane. If you have a wheel in front of you, which is called the yoke, you got to turn it.
Yep.
If it's a stick, move it to the left or right to turn.
Which is going back to the video games. We love those.
That's true. Joysticks, baby. Love it. Stay in coordinated flight by using the needle ball turn coordinator. This gauge depicts a little airplane with a level line and a black ball along it. Keep the black ball in the center by adjusting the rubber.
You want it? Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Airlines. Brought to you by Spirit Airlines.
That's the instructor, by the way.
He's drunk now.
I'm drunk now.
Keep the black ball in the center by adjusting the rubber so your turns feel smooth or coordinated. A useful learning aid is think step on the ball to know which rubber pedal to step on when coordinating a turn. Step on my balls to keep the plane good. The ailerons control the bank angle.
Now you get the fun word.
It's a lot. There's like 4 words combined. And you got to work in conjunction with the rudder, the ailerons. When turning, coordinate the rudder and ailerons by keeping the turn and bank instrument ball centered.
Yep.
Remembering to keep an eye on your altitude and airspeed by scanning the six-pack. Always scan the six-pack, baby. Note, when the yoke is turned to the left aileron goes up. When the right goes down, when turning right, the right aileron goes up and the left aileron goes down. It's confusing, but you got it. Do not worry too much about the mechanics of aerodynamics at this point. Just try to become familiar with the basic concepts.
That basic.
I don't know what I said, but I think
When
it's
the
clear.
yoke is up, you go down. When the yoke's around, you come back
So,
around. When the yoke
yeah.
is down, you go back up.
So
it's
like not to keep going back to
it's
video
squawk-
games, but
it's
that's what I
squawk
know.
talk.
It's like inverted controls on a joystick in a game. It's like when you invert the controls.
Step
Yes.
I'm a jigga jay ah. You know, it's like a Spice Girls song. You got to know like when the left
everything
and
we
the
just
right.
said is
Correct.
If you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends. It's
and that's
kind of the point.
and that's a technical.
That's
Yeah,
a,
that's
that's
a
a
technical
spiritual
term.
thing.
That's a technically it's technically spiritual.
It's frontierial
Yes,
for sure.
spirit. It's Delta. Whoa. And that's Spirit Airlines right there.
That's spirit.
Yeah.
Spiritual.
Airlines.
You want to see what JetBlue does?
Titties.
JetBlue
Titties.
titties. Look at all the slogans.
Speaking of titties.
Spirit Airlines, the slogan is, "I'm drunk now." Hey, we're going to take a little break, everybody,
Yes.
because all this yoking around is getting me horny. Hey, everyone. Are you tired of buying expensive, low-quality foods? I know I am. And that's why it's time to discover the authentic taste of Italy with Botticelli Foods. They are a family-owned brand that delivers farm-to-table products straight to your dinner table. Experience the rich flavors of their Italian cuisine, which has been passed down from generation to generation. Delicious. If you go to BotticelliFoods.com and use promo code DOOZY, DOOZY at checkout, you can get 10% off all Botticelli food products. I'm talking every kind of sauce you can think of. Olive oils. Balsamics. And many, many more flavorful products. And remember, Botticelli Foods are extraordinary and outstanding, just like the Men of Doozy.
Tip number 5. Manage the speed of the airplane. Every airplane has an engine power setting optimized for the cruise phase of flight. Once you've reached your desired altitude, your power should be set around 75%. Trim the aircraft for straight and level flight. You need to feel the controls become smoother as you trim the plane. You'll also find on some aircrafts that the power setting is in the torque-free zone, where no rudder input is required to maintain straight line flight.
Why you getting all the torque?
What can I say? My plane gets it.
Whoa. Now from the top, make it drop.
That's a plane.
Spirit
That's a
Airlines,
plane.
From the top, make it drop. And you don't want 9/11 jokes?
At maximum power, you may find that the nose drifts laterally due to engine torque and requires an opposite rudder correction. Similarly, you may find that the opposite rudder input is required at flight ideal power setting. To keep the plane steady, it's necessary to maintain sufficient airflow and speed. Flying too slowly or at too overly steep angles can cause the plane to lose airflow and stall. This is most dangerous during takeoff and landing, but it's also important to keep the plane at the appropriate speed during flight. That's the first dangerous thing we've talked about. Stalling that's not great.
To think those big, beautiful balls of steel are just going to fucking stall
Is terrifying.
frightening.
Yeah, it's
We are taking a massive thing and flying it and landing it successfully. It's crazy what we are doing
It's
with
magic.
airplanes.
we
crazy.
kind of glossed over this at the beginning, but I want to make sure that everyone listening understands that I know planes and airports can be, annoying and frustrating. You are sitting on a throne as you fly through the sky to
Thousands
your
of feet,
destination. We are gods that they dreamed of in ancient Greece and Egypt. Just want to make that clear to everyone.
I do think about that where
Yes.
so many.
I think about that daily.
I mean,
It's my Roman Empire.
You ever seen that video where the girl is like, "That motherfucker is not real," and he's like, "You ever seen that video?"
yes.
Absolutely. It's hysterical.
And then they made a picture of it where she's pointing and it shows like Bigfoot and an alien and like a rabbit with antlers, and they're all just like,
What is
"That motherfucker is not real," and it's like every like fantasy character sitting on the plane. They're like,
Speaking of fantasy characters, you know who was actually on the flight who watched that happen in real time?
Who?
Carrot Top.
Really?
He was on that flight.
She was on drugs, that girl, for sure.
Who knows? There's a whole bunch of crazy crap about her. Like, she has her own channel now, but everyone is like, that's not her. Like,
Yeah.
like that's not the real person. It's wild.
It's
Who
a whole
knows?
thing.
Conspiracy
So
theories.
she's not real.
She might not be.
Wow.
Who knows? The irony is, she's not real.
Just as you would wear out your car engine if you drove with your foot planted to the floor, you'll do the same to the plane's engine. Only increase power to maintain airspeed in a climb and reduce power to descend without acceleration.
There's so much to you have to literally be in the pocket to just go effortlessly.
Which just to bring this full
crazy.
circle, it is crazy that Denzel Washington was able to do this drunk in the movie Flight. That's crazy.
October 11th, October 12th. I'm drunk.
I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk now.
I'm drunk now.
Was that a snore? What was that?
No, that's a cool thing I could do with my mouth where it just goes. It's not great. It's not great.
Cool is a word.
Yeah. It's not great. But let me tell you right now, it's a skill.
That's one of the weapon checks we have to.
All right, let's see. Wheels are looking good. Let's see. They got the shotgun rounds. Andrew, can you do the mouth thing? All right, sound pretty smooth there.
Like, if I'm on a fucking island on Lost and animals are coming at me,
polar bears,
and I've got fucking weapons and Andrew's mouth, we're pulling out the secret weapon.
I mean, to be fair, if you did that, as someone ran towards, if I was running towards you with full intent of killing you and you did that,
you'd stop.
I would fully turn the other direction.
I'd be like, what in the Jurassic Park is going on?
It's one of those things that really kind of.
I would be Terminator 2ing toward you, and I would just turn right and go towards the sea.
Yes.
And no, I'm all right.
I don't need to touch that.
No,
I don't need to touch.
I don't want to touch that.
I don't know what that tongue is
Spirit
doing.
Airlines, everybody.
Spirit
Airlines.
Spirit Airlines. This is the slogan.
Can you spell that out, Jose? If you could make just spell out the slogan.
He's got a lot of demands, Jose, doesn't he? Look at this.
I just think it would be funny if you can also make me
Just
look like an
coming
idiot.
in and swinging his yoke around.
It's true.
A little squawk talk.
A little squawk. So squawk.
You know what, Jose? Feel free to bully this guy, and so he learns, because this is the podcast. Jose is God.
It's true.
Whatever Jose decides to do to us is up to him.
Yeah, straight up.
And he used to make fun of me all the time on the podcast, but now I think Jose found a new target.
Well, it's because you.
Or he's gonna double down on me. It's true. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'll have a better idea.
Yeah.
He's like, I found.
I'm caught up on my payments though, so there's nothing.
Go.
The new slogan for Spirit Airlines, Jose, if you wouldn't mind putting that up there. If you wouldn't mind putting that up there.
All right, let's keep going.
There was like three.
Tip number 4. Tip number 4, everyone. We gotta keep going. Tip number 4: set the cruising engine speed. Okay, set it. Once you get a constant cruising speed, you can set the controls and lock them, so the plane will remain at a constant power, and you can focus on getting drunk.
Your hotel little bottles.
At this stage, reduce the power on the throttle to about, I don't know, maybe 75%
There you go.
of where it was set for a single engine
Cessna.
Oh, okay, Cessna. This should be somewhere around, I don't know, 2,400
I just want to make it
RPM?
clear. If I know words, I'm going to help you say the words and not sound stupid.
Okay, tell me what sounds you've made. Do you know sounds too?
Of course.
Next, set the trim. The trim is a small surface at the edge of the elevator. There's an elevator in this goddamn. It can be moved from within the cockpit. Long ways, back ways, short
Which ways? Which ways? That ways.
Oh, nice,
Schnozberries.
nice,
Schnozberries.
Ways.
Schnozways, dog.
It can be moved from
You
within
won,
the
Charlie.
cockpit. Setting it correctly will prevent the plane from climbing or descending while in cruise flight. There are different kinds of trim systems, obviously. Some consist of a wheel, lever, or crank, which pulls a cable or rod attached to the trim surface bell crank. Nice. Another is just a jack screw and rod.
Tip number 3. Get clearance to land using the communication radio.
Oh.
An essential part of flight is staying in touch with the air traffic control. Approach control or tower during approach and landing procedures. You can find the correct frequencies on your sectional chart. When changing frequencies on the communication radio, it is courteous to listen for the better part of a minute to make sure no stations are in the middle of an exchange. Only when you are sure there are no conversations going on should you make your initial broadcast. This helps to avoid the stepped-on situation, which occurs when multiple stations are broadcasting on the same frequency at the same time. You don't want that awkward, like, oh, sorry, no, you go. Oh, you know what? No, you go ahead. And then planes are just crashing.
Which-
Because
Yeah, you go first and you crash.
No, sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No,
You
no,
know,
you-
please-
Let me go.
Can you- no, I'm sorry. Sorry. Wait, you just-
something. We're gonna crash.
Spirit
but
Airlines
but
will be.
we're gonna
I'm drunk right
crash,
now.
we're
I'm drunk
gonna
right now. I'm
crash.
drunk right
No,
now.
we're
I'm
gonna
drunk right now.
I do just
But
have
we're
a
gonna
question.
crash. and
Hold
we're
on.
gonna-
Genuine
we're gonna crash
question.
after we. but
Where
we're
did
gonna
the
crash
mentor
when we-
go?
We're on the.
He's
We're on
drunk.
the
Hold
way
on.
to crash.
That mentor.
We're on the way to crash.
That mentor-
Where did the mentor go?
We're gonna the instructor.
Yeah, where'd he go?
The mentor was the hacker. That was the hacker guy.
But where's the instructor? He's not
The
okay.
We're gonna
instructor's-
crash and we're gonna.
The instructor's
And we're
gone.
gonna. We're almost.
Yeah.
We're gonna crash.
See what we're saying?
If you don't,
You can't do
buckle
that.
up right now.
No,
Tip
go
number
ahead.
two. Tip number 2. Lower the nose and watch the numbers on the runway. They are
This is
there
true for planes
for a
as well.
reason. Yes.
Tell me what.
Actually,
No, hold on.
Wait a
Tell
minute.
me.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Hold on.
This is true for planes as well.
Tell me.
Yeah, what else are we talking about?
Tell me what else we're
Lower
talking
your
about.
nose and let the runway.
Is this cocaine? Is this cocaine? Tip number 2.
We're gonna crash.
Thank God. Lower
We're
the
gonna
nose.
crash.
Lower the
gonna
nose
crash.
and watch the numbers on the runway.
We're gonna crash.
They are there
We're on our
for
way
a
to crash.
reason.
We're gonna crash.
They tell
We're
the
gonna
pilot
crash
whether
right now.
he or
We're gonna
she
crash.
is
I'm
going to
drunk.
overshoot
I'm drunk right
or
now. We're
land
gonna crash.
short.
I'm drunk.
Stop.
Lower
We're
the
gonna
nose.
crash. I'm drunk. Okay, start over.
I will. Lower the nose and watch the numbers on the runway.
This game lame is.
As you get closer to the ground, you will experience the ground effect.
When you.
They're back. They're back. This will be explained by your instructor in detail, but basically,
Right.
the ground effect causes the plane to float a bit because of reduced drag near the ground.
Holy shit.
That's actually wild.
That's
That's not great.
crazy.
Wow.
That's not great.
That's no good.
That's no bueno.
No bueno. No bueno.
I'm drunk right now.
We're at the last
This is
tip.
it, baby.
This is it,
Let's land it.
baby.
Tip number 1, everyone. Come to a stop.
Yeah, you
Okay.
gotta stop
Whatever.
it.
However, by whatever means possible. Once the nose wheel has touched down, you can apply brakes to slow for exiting the runway. Exit as soon as possible on the off-ramp specified by the tower. Never stop on the runway.
You hear that? Never. Never stop
planes
on the
coming in.
runway.
Yeah.
This
There
goes
are
back-
planes coming in. Also, the people in the tower, I mean, how did they, first of all, do they wake up, they have a little coffee, and they're like, all right, you come in, you stop, you come in, you stop,
Yes.
you do this, you do blah, blah. Someone's coordinating that like some orchestra.
That's
It's crazy.
That's one of the most highest. That's one of the highest paying jobs in America because it is so stressful.
crazy.
It starts at 6 figures.
It's true.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's also
But also, you fuck that up, it's over. That's
Yep.
crazy.
I saw Breaking Bad. I know.
Yeah.
yeah. You get one shot. Look, and in the words of Hamilton, I'm not going to throw away my shot. So,
Never saw Hamilton.
well, he did it.
What is it? Hamperton?
Hamperton.
I've never seen it. Is that the end of the?
Hamptons.
Well, hold on. Wait.
Hampton Inn.
But we haven't even touched on, because I know we've talked a lot about Denzel in Flight, and fantastic, but we haven't even talked about the best representation of flying a plane, and that's airplane.
Tom Cruise.
No.
Top Gun.
Well, Top Gun's okay. Airplane.
That's a different kind of plane. I think that's a lot faster.
That's a jet.
We're talking.
We're talking Leslie Nielsen.
Surely you can't be serious.
Leslie Nielsen,
We're talking about him crushing it every
great
day.
comedy. Great comedy.
I picked a bad day to stop huffing glue. That literally is one of my favorite lines.
You ever been in a pilot of a plane before? You ever seen a grown man naked?
That movie's incredible. I just needed to get that on. We truly missed.
Hey, well, those are the top 56 tips on how.
Pretty much.
It does
fly
feel like
a
that,
plane,
but it was
everyone.
only 13 tips.
I wish we taught the manual for how to fly the Soul plane.
We could. Hey everyone, thank you for watching the Men of Doozy Podcast. Please comment what your favorite tip was. I learned a lot about flying planes.
Hold on.
Genuinely
Hold on.
did.
Hold on.
What's up?
Sorry, before we end,
Yeah.
did you know
Okay.
that flight is only 120 years old?
I did know that, yes.
Who?
We've only been flying for, and that's from like the first like Wright brothers flight, not commercial. I'm talking, we've only been, it's 120 years old is flying.
Yeah, shit's happening quick.
That's quick, baby.
Quick.
And not to think we're like in space in 120 years or just like.
The first iPhone was like 2009.
Stuff happened quick.
Yeah, it happened quick. I just thought that was it. I was like, wait a second. Flying is new.
This
Yeah.
goes back to the gods on the thrones in the sky thing I mentioned earlier. This is legitimately, yes. It's a weird thing. We've been around for a longer time by an exponential amount than planes have. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Do you know how fast planes go? Like an average?
Probably like 500
What do you
miles
think?
per hour. Let's find out.
I have it. I know the info.
Oh,
Please.
Go,
Then
tell
what's
us.
your guess? What's your guess?
600,000
It is. Okay.
light years.
Whoa.
That's a good one.
That's a good guess.
That's a good one.
If you're an idiot.
If you're a dumbass. This is our podcast now.
SpiritAirlines.com. That's how quick.
Dot
that's how fast the
com.
we
Spirit
were bought by
Airlines
Overstock.com.
Talk. 550 between 6 and 600.
We nailed it
I've
together.
done that in my car.
Thanks for watching Men of Doozy. Well,
Technically. Hey, thanks for watching the Man Doozy Podcast, everyone. Please comment what your favorite tip was.
Yes.
And if you have a tip for how to fly a plane, send us a comment. Let us know.
Please.
Some of you people out there are flying planes and you're like, these people don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, but that's the point of the podcast. Okay. Didn't need to brag about it, right? But share this with all your pilots, Spirit Airlines, every airline
if you're
you
a
can
Spirit
think
Airline
of, right?
pilot, let us know why.
Right? Yeah.
Let us
Let
why.
Let us know why. All right. And if this is something you want to learn about and have us teach you while you also learn, let us know.
Hey, real quick. I love you.
Spirit Airlines.
Spirit Airlines.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
I'm drunk now. I'm drunk right now.